Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Hey, I'm going to call this one a Saturday short because it's going to be under 15 minutes. All right, hopefully under 10. All right, listen, there's a lot of talk going on right now about the S&P 500 being at an all-time high, 5,000, right? All-time high. And it is mind-blowing to a lot of people that it's this high. And when I use the term frothy, meaning it's expensive right now, right? And there was a gentleman on, I'm going to try to play it here shortly, on one of the news outlets, I believe it was CNBC, that said that most of the times when this happens, there is a slight pullback, not a big pullback, not a crash or, none of that stuff. A slight pullback, not even a correction. And then it goes on to go even higher. And most of the times, okay? Now remember, everything is not going to be the same every time. Anything could happen. You still got to do your research. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, sell, blah, 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 all of that. I'm just a guy on YouTube talking about this market, right? But I want you to leave me a comment if you have some dry powder, right? That means that you have some cash on the sidelines. Polls show that there is truckloads of money on the sidelines waiting, hundreds, billions of dollars waiting on the sideline to get in the market, right? And it's difficult when the market just keeps going higher and higher and higher and higher. And I get it. I have some cash. I'm overweight cash. And I would like for most of that cash, AKA dry powder, to be in the market because I want it making money for me. It's not working for me if it's not all in. And the truth be told, had I had it all in last month, it'd be higher now. Had I had it all in last year, I would be doing better now. But I would be nervous. Right. And if you like me, leave me a comment, so I get it. But being brave enough to buy when the market is frothy and being brave enough to when it comes down to go in with your dry powder, that's another thing. Right. And so what I've learned is I don't just buy all in on the first dip because there's multiple dips sometimes. But I will tell you, at some point, I plan on putting a lot of that money to work this year. And I look for the opportunity. All right. So let's use companies like Mara, Riot, and CleanSpark for an example. Right. These are Bitcoin miners. For those of you that don't know, these are companies that mine Bitcoin. If you look at companies like that, those are the companies, for instance, I have dry powder. But I know these companies, right? Because I started investing in these companies in 2020. I was one of the first influencers here on this space and really start shining a big light on these Bitcoin miners, CleanSpark. A lot of the newer ones now weren't even formed then in 2020. A lot of them became public later. And so I know the nature of that beast, but it's right now, even though they ran up a lot on yesterday, just killing it, these Bitcoin miners, Mara, Riot, CleanSpark, Cypher, HUD-8, you name it, they are up, Bitfarms, they are up a lot, right? But I do believe, and hey, Larry, how low are they coming? I have no idea, but I do believe that there are going to be some days, it could be as soon as this coming week, where some of those will be down, and I mean down double digits. And to be honest with you, I will be grateful when they come down double digits because I don't care if it's higher from where they are now or lower from where they are now. By the time the halving comes, which is, I believe, the end of April now, I'm going to just be all in at that point, and I'll probably do some bigger buying at that point. So I welcome some pullbacks I welcome the double-digit pullbacks. I hope they happen. I know some of you guys are saying, really, dude, please. But because I'm just going to hold, and I'll probably hold them all for the remainder of this year. And I expect great returns, right? And so that's when having dry powder really pays off, all right? So tomorrow's the Super Bowl, good people. I'm going to call this a Saturday short because I'm going to end this one in a few short minutes. And this is going to be a double inspirational weekend. I want you guys to think about this because this is what came on my mind. Just think that there's an arena with over 620,000 people, right? Like the size of this page. And you guys, that because you did your own due diligence, because you've studied, because you've listened, you make money like a lot of you guys are making money, especially off of these Bitcoin miners, and especially off of VOO, which is the S&P 500. You know, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe I saw Keenan Grace post that he had over $100,000 worth of VOO, and I will tell you, me and Keenan, our minds, what we invest in heavy, we're right here, right? And congratulations, Keenan, if that is correct, congratulations, because that is how you truly build generational wealth. Now, he swing trades, he does options, he does all of this, you know, and so do I. But what do we do with that money? We put it in stuff that we know that in a few years from now, 10 years from now, we're not going to be worrying if it's going down by 60 and 70%. Those are good long-term stock. Those are good long-term wealth builders, okay? But here's what I want you to think about. Let's go back to the arena. I want you to think about being in an arena and you, like someone the other day told me they made $42,000 following me, following this page. All I ask you to do is thank you for your comment and everything like that. All I ask you to do is continue to share this page. It costs you nothing. Continue to like, continue to watch my page, continue to help me help you. Continue, and if you help this page grows, it helps me to do a better job. But when you win, just when you watch the Super Bowl tomorrow, which I will be watching, I want you to think that that's you on that field. And when someone kicks a field goal, when someone makes a touchdown, this arena, we're cheering for you, part of the family. Yeah, man. Yeah, you killing it. Just when you look in the stand and you see these knuckleheads with no shirt on and their team painted across their chest and they just screaming, you know, grown men acting like kids. We just jumping. We just going crazy, you know, cheering for our team. Just imagine that this family is cheering for you. That's the way my mind thinks, right? And then we're going to reset. We're going to stick to our disciplines. We're going to rinse and repeat, and we're going to do it again. Just imagine if that Super Bowl for you happens every week. That's how good I want you guys to be, right? I'm going to leave it right there. This is my Saturday short, and tomorrow I will be posting in the morning my my true market recap and then my inspirational message, okay? But and I may revisit this. Let us cheer for each other. While these comedians are tearing each other up, going after each other, let us continue here, especially on Stock Up You, to just keep this positive community. And we are helping you guys to make money. You help by spreading the word, okay? And listen, for those of you that have the class, don't just say, hey, I'm making money now, I'm good. Please go back for the next 6 months and go back to these chapters and study these classes and study these lessons. Please do, because it's only going to make you a better trader. And I've added a lot more content, and I'm going to continue to add content, right? Because someone made a post, paid for this class 10 times over. Should have been taking this class, right? But let's continue to study to show ourselves approved that we are worthy, all right? I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey, that top link will be the class. The top link will be the class. For those of you that don't have it, that class, the price that you see, by 2025, that price is going to be twice as much. So let's get it now. Let's make the money now. I don't want you to just come here to get fish. I want you to learn how to fish. And then I want you to teach your families. Okay? All right. We love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Live, love, laugh, and learn. Remember, touchdown.